Perhaps one of the most interesting words in the English language today is the word fuck. Out of all of the English words that begin with the letter F, fuck is the only word that is referred to as the F word. It's the one magical word. Just by its sound can describe pain, pleasure, hate, and love. Fuck, as most words in the English language, is derived from German, the word frichen, which means to strike. In English, fuck falls into many grammatical categories. As a transitive verb, for instance, John fucked Shirley. As an intransitive verb, Shirley fucks. Its meaning's not always sexual. It can be used as an adjective, such as, John's doing all the fucking work. As part of an adverb, Shirley talks too fucking much. As an adverb enhancing an adjective, Shirley is fucking beautiful. As a noun, I don't give a fuck. As part of a word, abso-fucking-lutely, or in-fucking-credible. And, as almost every word in a sentence, fuck the fucking fuckers. As you must realize, there aren't too many words with the versatility of fuck, as in these examples describing situations such as fraud, I got fucked at the used car lot. Dismay, oh fuck it. Trouble, I guess I'm really fucked now. Aggression, don't fuck with me, buddy. Difficulty, I don't understand this fucking question. Inquiry, who the fuck was that? Dissatisfaction, I don't like what the fuck is going on here. Incompetence, he's a fuck off. Dismissal, why don't you go outside and play hide and go fuck yourself? I'm sure you can think of many more examples. With all of these multi-purpose applications, how can anyone be offended when you use the word? We say, use this unique, flexible word more often in your daily speech. It will identify the quality of your character immediately. Say it loudly and proudly. Fuck you.
Hey, don't call me fat, you fucking Jew!
Eric, did you just say the F word?
Jew? No, he's talking about fuck. You can't say fuck in school, you fucking fat ass.
Kyle!
Why the fuck not?
Eric!
Dude, you just said fuck again.
Stanley!
Who?
Kenny!
What's the big deal? It doesn't hurt anybody. Fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuck, fuck.
Hello?
Yo, 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 it's more fun than you can have with two whores, a rope, and a bottle of chloroform. It's the West Side Wise Guys Show. Tonight, we're going to talk about why we fuck. If you haven't guessed, tonight's show will be titled Fuck, which leads us right into it. So, listen to us live tonight. Right now, it's the West Side Wise Guys Show. What's up, motherfuckers? It's Rick, and this is the West Side Wise Guys Show. Roger, Jimmy, and Shannon.
Woohoo.
And Mikey's sitting in again.
Fuck.
Still no
Fuck,
intro.
fuck.
Introless Mikey. We're going to call him that.
Introless
got an
Mikey.
intro, buddy. Shut
Isn't
the
that
hell
an
up.
intro, though, if you're saying it's kind of like a,
I forgot the beer this time, so I get my intro. Next time I'll bring some.
nice.
The West Side Wise Guys Show is brought to you by...
The Hot Spot Sex Shop.
So now you can get your freak on for a whopping 20% less. Just enter the offer code
WSWG.
when you check out. We've posted links on our site, so check them out, buy your toys, and call in and tell us how they're working on you. So anyway, tonight's show is titled Fuck. You heard the intro. You know all the ways you can use it. So we're going to base our show around fuck. As if any of our other shows aren't about fucking.
Right.
It's about every Monday, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't know how the show's going to be any different other than dropping the F-bomb a little bit more.
Yeah, I think we're going to do a show one time where you have a jar in the middle of the table, and then every time we cuss, we got to put one in there.
And,
Or-
do a shot.
Or shockers. Like everybody has to hold onto a panel, and there's a buzzer.
Damn,
you
I
say
thought-
the F word, you hit the buzzer.
I thought you was going to say every time somebody said fuck, they got the shocker.
Oh, if you want that, I'll give that to
Son
you.
of a bitch.
Two in the pink and one in the steak.
Fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuck, fuck. Oh, there you go. So, we're going to talk about why people fuck or have sex.
Is it not obvious?
My reasoning behind it is my personal opinion is for the first like 6 months when you're with a chick, you're fucking on an emotional level.
Is
and
it?
Yeah, and then after that, you just want a nut.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I
think
think
the
it
first,
varies.
Yeah, I think it really what you're trying to get out of that relationship. I think if you're trying to make something with that person, maybe it is an emotional fuck. But I think if you're just there to bang the chick, then it's just for pleasure.
Basically, it's just an orgasm.
Right. Exactly. So it really depends on the situation.
You have the orgasm, and you just have to have it
Well,
all the time.
I make love to my woman every time. It starts out that way,
And it ends with a nut.
it ends up fucking.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it starts off slow and cool, and it's all
Passionate.
passionate, and then at the very end, it's break it down and let's get it on.
So
you know.
then it starts like, oh, baby, you're so beautiful.
I
just
love
wanna make
you,
love
and
to you.
yeah.
And then gradually, 4 minutes into it, you're like, oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then at the end, you're like, motherfucker.
You got a big handful of hair, and just slapping ass, and it's on.
Yeah.
Why do you fuck Jimmy?
Have you seen my wife's ass?
He fucks because his wife's ass tells him to, like Charles Manson.
Do you fuck the ass?
No, she won't. she won't go there.
The ass talks to him and says, Jimmy, fuck me.
And why not Jimmy's wife?
If
She
Jimmy's wife,
says that shit
If
hurts.
Jimmy's wife's ass would like to call in 488-1298.
let's make it clap on the
So
on the phone.
I'm sure she could make it clap.
So the giggle really wasn't an answer. Are you gonna give us some verbiage here as to why?
Verbiage.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to fuck, period. Point blank. I mean, I like to be inside of wet pussy.
It's for. So
I mean, I don't know how else
I'm
to
with
put
you.
it. I mean,
What other reason?
I mean, I
says-
like to make her come and then me come. I mean,
Okay.
I like to have fun.
Mikey goes from making love to a nut. Shin fucks for pleasure. I fuck for a nut, and Jimmy just likes to be in wet pussy. Okay, Roger, why do you fuck?
Because I can.
Because I'm still alive.
There you go.
And because there's nothing good on TV.
Yeah, but the problem is it exciting because you can?
In some ways, I think it's probably more of a control thing or asserting dominance, I guess. You know, it does make you, when you tap it real good, you feel more manly. So I think on some level, you do it just for like an ego trip.
Yeah, I think so. 'Cause
I mean, maybe not so much with your wife or someone that you've been doing it a long time with,
Oh, yeah,
but
with your
definitely
wife.
when you bang a chick for the first time, you're definitely you're basically fucking yourself because it's your ego that you're stroking.
You want
Yeah.
that first time to be monumental.
yeah, which is
you know.
stupid because you can never live up to that.
well, the
again.
problem is that you want to be better than everybody who preceded you. so you think subliminally that you being superior is that you just need to put her in pain.
Not necessarily pain, but you want to
That
breathe
bitch
in heavy.
Like you
know?
just want to smash it.
Put her
Yeah.
to sleep.
Yeah, but that theory, like you said, if you hit it too good, then it's like every time she's going to expect that. So is there like an even medium where you make it good, but not like the best you got?
That's
Just hit the
ox-
bottom once
I
or
go
twice.
balls to the walls on that first time.
That's an oxymoron. I don't think you can say in a sentence "hit it too good." Is there a too
No,
good?
yes, there is. I don't think you want to fucking play your whole hand in the first time, right?
No.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, if
Unless
if you give your
Sorry.
top performance that first time, and then from there it just kind of
It doesn't necessarily-
mediocre, okay, then she's gonna like, what the hell?
Yeah, you don't leave anything to be eclipsed.
The only way
Well-
I would say if you go balls to the wall and do it your best is if you know you're never, ever going to be back in that ass again.
Or you just got to bring that level of thunder every time.
That's what I'm saying. Because that might not be your best performance. You maybe have a better day later on, but at least you gave it your all at one time.
Yeah, I mean, and you got a point too. Like, let's say you don't do any oral. Like when you do your oral, you give that 100% oral shot. You know what I mean?
I
And
get-
then
I get pissed off at myself though,
for what?
because I'm accustomed to eating the pussy with pride and success. And one time I was down there, I was drunk, And she says when I'm drunk I can't do it right. So I guess I just forget. So I'm used to her busting a nut in like 5 minutes, and I'm down there and my jaws are hurting, and I'm just like getting frustrated and shit. I'm like, I ain't felt any leg shake. I haven't felt my head grabbed. So I'm fucking going to town. And then after about 10 minutes, I'm getting up throwing pillows and shit. I'm just pissed.
So is that kind of like, whiskey dick for the tongue? Like if you can't do it right while you're
She said
drunk?
you can't do oral right when you're drunk?
That's what she said.
One time I was doing it, and after about 10 minutes, I'm like, what the hell's going on? She's like, I don't know. You're just not doing it the same.
Well, too, man. I mean, how many times do you go down on the first time you're with a girl? I've never done that with a girl. Like, for the first time I'm getting with her, I've never gone down on her.
I think that's probably standard practice. You don't do
Okay.
that the first time.
Here's a survey. Does Rick do that?
On your very first time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do I do that?
Rick. Rick will do anything on your first date.
I got a rule for that. Anyway, you have to be my old lady. And nine times out of 10, the
so
first time.
He's a Daniel Catholic.
Yeah.
He's got to be in a relationship with her.
What? Why is that going to be that name?
Because he only eats it
kinda
when he's in a
coined it.
relationship. He coined it.
Amongst our group of friends, he kind of coined the term.
I'm
So
the same
now-
way. You're my old lady. You don't get it, man, because I don't know who's been in there before me or when they was in
Well,
there
why
before
would you
me.
put your dick in something you don't know? It's like
Well, because you're not tasting it, man. I think that's the thing about it.
your dick can taste it.
Technically, you're not going to taste cock anyway.
Well,
what I mean?
technically, the first couple times
It's not
you
the
hit
cock
it,
he's worried about. I think it's the jizz.
It's the ooze.
Yeah.
No, but
The
no.
ooze.
It's just, I think it's a little less taboo, I guess, to shove my wiener in there than it
Right.
is to put my tongue in.
Well,
and
okay.
hopefully you're wrapping it up the first
Wait, hold
couple
on, hold
times
on.
anyway.
This is very interesting to me because are you worried that earlier in the day she had jizz in her?
Or like 6 months
Not
ago.
necessarily. Just
Because what do you think? Your jizz cancels his jizz out or something?
Yeah, I mean, like,
I've
what's-
never analyzed it this much, but yeah, I guess I just don't know how what your habits are.
What if his
Are
jizz
you-
kicked your jizz's ass?
It ain't gonna happen.
Here's a
I got the
jizz-
Hulk Hogan jizz.
So what's the
So
gra-
you mean that shit don't swim no more because all the steroids, right?
Sure.
what's the grace period of jizz leaving?
It's just a thing of it. It's
3
not,
showers.
It's not mine. I don't know how you take care of it. I don't know.
So
if
from the
it's,
time a chick gets a chowder injection from some other dude, how long do you have to wait before you can lick it?
oh, I don't know. Never thought of that before.
I mean, because every pussy you ever ate has had some other dude's jizz.
Let's say you
in
met
it.
some chick and she broke up with her old man last night,
Not true.
and after
I don't think Shannon's has any other man jizz in it.
If it's had a wiener, I don't know.
If you practice safe sex,
Right.
Yeah, but
it's just you licking Trojan juice.
how do you know that?
Spermicide.
How do you know that the membrane wasn't compromised though?
Well, I could take a little compromise on the membrane because it's just going to be minimal at that.
I mean, just because you don't get pregnant doesn't mean that the rubber.
I mean,
And
like
bust.
I'm not going to be going down like Ted's jizz tastes nasty. I mean, how you going to know? I mean, I'm pretty sure the pussy flushes itself out fairly often.
like I said, it's not really even.
You know what?
like,
I
China said it's a self-cleaning organism.
That's true. I'm going to go with final answer. You must have gone through one period cycle from the other guy. Because it's
That's-
all. I
that
mean,
sounds
it's
legit.
That's
it
Rogers.
pushes
That's
it
yours
pushes
too?
everything out.
I can roll with that.
What's
yeah.
yours?
It's like
My rule
flushing
is
it.
if you have a vagina, I'm gonna eat it. That's my rule.
You know what? I've
Okay,
never,
hold on.
ever thought
Hold
of
on.
that,
No
so-
matter what.
No, hold on. Now I know you would eat Shannon's vagina, but if I told,
Hypothetically speaking.
yeah,
With a big smile on your face.
hypothetically speaking, let's say you would.
Okay, let's.
What
say.
if you were right there, dick's hard, you're about to go face first in her vagina for the first time, and I go, by the way, I was in it 2 hours ago. Are you still going?
I'm diving?
You're diving.
You
That is-
nasty
Even though-
motherfucker.
Even though I blow in it.
Well, you didn't say that.
Well,
He just said that,
You know
basically.
But if you say, "Hey, I blew in that," I mean, I can get around that.
how?
Dush.
I mean, you could put fingers in there and then fucking work with your mouth somewhere else.
Do you know how sticky jizz is?
What?
Spider
I
web.
don't know. I never had it on my leg before.
Elmer's glue.
That's not what I heard. Speaking of shit on people's legs,
Okay.
your shit was on somebody's leg Saturday.
My shit was.
Yeah, your tea bag.
Really?
Deuce.
This motherfucker has no idea what you do on a Saturday night.
Whose leg was it on?
It was on Tasha's leg.
You teabagged my girl?
Like I laid it bare on her?
You laid everything bare on her.
Jimmy,
Like I kind of remember
how
dancing.
could you let that happen?
I was over at another
she was
table. I
bu-
wasn't
he was
trying
busy
to
with
watch
Sarah.
that. No, Sarah was over there by
Was she
you.
conscious?
I don't know, dude. You're going to have to ask him.
Pretty much she was annihilated.
He
from
was
what I hear.
he was completely naked, and everybody kept yelling, "Stop! You're gonna scare the new girl." Meanwhile, he's dragging his tea bag up and down her leg, or up and down her knee and shit. And I'm like, you are gonna bust your nuts one time on her knee, and you're gonna be so sorry you're standing there naked.
Oh my god.
I don't remember.
And then he's standing there, and Sarah's grabbing his junk, and he's like, cut it out. You're going to make it go back in the shell. Wow. And I was like, motherfucker. I swear to God.
I think you had front row seat to that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, unfortunately.
He has the play-by-play. He knows everything that goes on.
Yeah, I was sitting over at the table with Brandy.
I can live without seeing that picture.
I had to take a fucking shower when I got home.
He said it was going up and down her leg like a paintbrush.
It
Like
was.
You painted her knee.
I was sack painting her leg.
Wax on, wax off.
It was the strangest thing I'd ever. I mean, you done some weird shit, but
That's
I mean,
all right.
like, what if-
I painted the inside of it.
you know,
later
I
on.
kept thinking, like, I'm watching him, and he's like, he's got his whole bare ass, and he's kind of spread, you know, so you can get a good safe stance. And I'm thinking,
You know a lot of details about this. How hard were you watching?
very hard.
I mean, I'll watch a bare naked ass dance around, but when the tea bag comes out, you gotta turn away.
What was Tasha doing all that during all this?
Laughing her fucking ass off. But meanwhile,
probably dying.
the thing that was troubling to me is I kept thinking, if he gets off her leg and there's a brown mark, he will never, ever, ever live that down.
Let me tell you something, brother.
That's not good.
You can guarantee that during every party, my balls and ass are clean.
I know, but you didn't
they-
even know you did
Because
that.
my shit goes in the car wash right before a party.
You didn't even know
Sit in
you
that
did
car
Because
that.
I know what's going to happen.
Or the potential of that
Consciously
happening.
or subconsciously,
I don't
you know.
remember it, but I know that could potentially happen.
I remember a time when you never forgot what you did. And more and more, I'll tell you,
See,
more
I
and more.
remember now that you said that. But when you were saying you rubbed your leg, I'm like, really? And then you're telling the story, and then it came back.
Yeah, but you omitted it from your permanent memory until someone jogged it for
Yeah,
you.
that happens a lot. Like, I won't remember certain shit, and then they're like, man, you fucking put your dick on that dude's head. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I did. I remember.
You know what we need to do? We all need to fabricate some sort of fucking weird gay
Make me
story.
believe I fucking did it.
Oh wow!
And make him go, oh, I remember that now.
Dude, everyone dared you to put your cock in Deuce's mouth, and you did! Deuce, I'm sorry for that. Just saying.
You were just an example. We weren't actually saying you're going to do it.
Yeah.
He won't never come
I
around.
know
to that
you've
one.
had Rick's balls
You know,
on your head many times.
that's gonna happen. I mean, they're getting as close to like teabagging his forehead, you know, hitting his cheek with their cock.
First of all, if
Hold
I
on.
see anybody doing that to Deuce, I'm personally stepping in.
Yeah, I
Because
do-
I'm tired of the balls on the head.
I
thing.
do it in fun. I have never actually came in contact with his head.
Yeah, but if you lose your balance standing on the couch like that and it accidentally falls in, what the hell are you gonna
I'm
do?
It's
then?
actually going to hurt him more if
I'm
he
not
loses his
saying
balance.
that it's not perilous.
Slip and fall is-
just
I know. Accidentally fell in Deuce's mouth. I mean,
a nostril fucked him.
I can tell you, there was a time when you could come to one of our parties and see titties galore. Now it's a fucking sack fest.
the tea party.
It's the fucking, we're the tea party now.
West Side Tea Party.
Yeah, that does suck. I'm glad I'm missing all the tea parties.
I'm telling you, you could come to any party and at least every other time you would see a brand new pair of titties. Now it's just reruns of his nuts.
Free run.
I don't know. I don't know. So everybody else decided why they fuck, and you did too. Now, what's the actual reason why we fuck? Does
Well, the
anybody know?
scientific answer is that we're basically wired for sex. You
To
know,
procreate.
Yeah, you're basically built to fuck.
Yeah. I mean, I think God or Allah or whoever you fucking worship,
Allah.
I think that he made sex and orgasms feel like that so you would have to keep doing it
Absolutely.
Or that you
for
would want.
procreation purposes.
Yeah.
Well, if you notice, we do everything that gives you kind of a high. We continue to do.
We get addicted to
You
it.
get-
We
yeah.
take it to the next level.
Yeah, smoking, pot. Smoking weed, coke, heroin,
But I've yet to
anything that's
feel-
like that, where you get a high from it.
I've yet to feel a high like an orgasm.
Well, you ain't tried heroin, and neither have I. But I know for a fact that if I tried heroin or coke or something like that, it's probably going to be fucking great. I
Let me
mean,
tell
that's
you
why people get
something, okay?
addicted to
If
it.
there's any drug out there that makes you feel like you feel when you orgasm,
Ecstasy,
I'm going to OD.
ecstasy.
Try ecstasy.
No, do not.
I'm not going to do it then.
Experiences, Jimmy?
Do not.
There's no FBI.
I'm
list.
asking everybody here at this table, do not touch that shit.
I'm just saying that's the one.
Why? I heard you just love everybody.
You do.
Yeah, but
Everything is
anytime
so
you get any of that shit, it's a mixture. Every one of them is different. There's different batches out there that
Yeah.
are cut with different shit,
Yeah.
and you could get the wrong shit.
There
and
is,
fuck you.
it's dangerous, man. It is
Yeah.
Fuck
dangerous.
you. Seriously.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying do it. I'm not. I'm just saying
What
that
about-
there is a drug that's like enhances sex. You know,
All affiliates at the WSWG show do not condone taking ecstasy.
What
So
about
don't.
acid? Like you trip on it.
I don't
you
think
feel
you want to
good?
fuck anything while you're on acid.
Yeah.
You do.
You want to fuck everything, apparently.
Really? You want to fuck a lot of shit that ain't there.
I'll
wanna
tell you a
fuck
little short story.
Hold on. Go ahead.
I was fucking on acid, and this was a long time. This is for the kids were born.
You were fucking on acid, or you were fucking on acid? Because based on
I was fucking on acid, going through the act of fucking.
So you were having
on acid.
sex under the influence.
I was
of
just
acid.
confused because
Yeah.
the word is used for so many things.
I was going through the act of fucking while on acid, and I bet you I went for half hours watching this glowing light come out from underneath the pillows, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Wasn't paying attention, time flew by. It was a fucking frisbee underneath the fucking glow in the dark frisbee underneath the pillow that I just thought it was the coolest thing ever in the middle of fucking.
So
Really?
you like didn't pay attention to what you were doing. And
You do have a tendency to drift off and look at other shit.
You got ADHD while fucking.
dude, that ain't good pussy.
You just get fixated on a spot on
One
the
minute
wall.
it's the best thing in the world. There's nothing more than that. Then you go, oh wow, what's that?
That ain't good pussy.
what if you're
Lose
having-
train of thought on it?
But what if you're having sex and like demons and shit be coming out of the chick you're fucking? 'Cause that shit can happen.
I've never had a bad trip, not once, not ever, and I've eaten a lot of fucking acid.
I don't
And,
think you could have a bad trip fucking.
That's not true.
I don't know.
Anything can trigger.
Here's
a
the
bad
thing. Here's the thing. It's not the fucking that gives you the bad trip. It's the anxiety overtaking the acid. You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you right now, I'll have a bad trip because
You're worried about it so
because
much.
I'm fixated on the fact that you can actually have a bad trip.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Well,
know
see,
what I
I've
mean?
never really worried about having a bad trip, and I've never haven't had one before.
Right.
So, it's one of those things where it's like Russian roulette, man. You can get in there, and sometimes you'll fuck for 3 hours,
3 hours.
and other times you'll fuck for 3.5 minutes.
Oh my fucking lord!
I hope you got some fucking KY.
Well, I was 19 when this was going down, so maybe not so much when you're 38.
Still, I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about the lubrication factor.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you run into you get to spit on it every once in a while.
Now, since we're
dry
gonna, we gotta like branch off in the shit we're talking about. Like now, he's talking about spitting on the pussy.
Oh, can we not?
No, I'm not going to talk about spitting on the pussy,
Okay.
but I want everybody here to tell me, including you, because we know damn well that, it's gotten dry and he's pulled it out and you've done something to yourself
Yep.
to help out.
Sure.
But I want to know everybody's method on what they usually do when they come across that problem.
I just eat it.
You want me to
Yep.
go first? You just eat it?
Yeah.
I haven't ran into that problem too many times. I mean, I'd probably just
fuck it
spit on
dry.
Oh no.
I'm just saying,
That
I fucked it
hurts.
dry and then go down there and.
Oh yeah. I don't want no dry dock.
I've done that too, but a lot of times,
Me
like,
neither, but it happened.
if I'm in a doggy style position and shit, and then it gets dry, and I don't want to go down there fucking upside down, so I just fucking take my wet tongue and go, and take all my fingers and just fucking pull saliva off, and then I grab my fucking and then I grab my fucking fuck stick and I just fucking put it on the fucking mushroom, and then it just plunges right in there.
I just work up a little, drop it in the hand. And
No, see, I can't do that. I can't just.
it ain't like a. I'm not working up lung butter or nothing. I'm not dropping lung butter on there or nothing.
I don't want no hocking on my penis.
But just dropping a little in the palm.
Okay.
And
Okay, moving on.
He
Moving on.
said he'd take some cream of sinus soup and just.
You said you put a saliva sleeve on your cock.
He said cream of sinus soup.
Who makes that?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, fuck.
apparently we do.
I guess everybody's got their own flavor to that one.
Dude,
You just said you put a saliva sleeve on your
I'm
cock.
pretty sure
On the
that's a
tip
new
of it.
product coming from the WSWG show. Saliva soup.
All you listeners, how do you relubricate your penis? Call us 513-488-1298. and
Or
let us
your
know.
vagina, because I'm sure some
Yeah.
of you have those too.
Please, women, call this. I need to know.
Please
Yeah.
don't call and say you spit on it.
Whatever it takes, man.
I've
Whatever it
thrown
takes.
up in my mouth enough tonight. Thank you.
Okay,
That is one thing I cannot take. Spit. I just can't. No.
Well, what would you? What else would you? KY?
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's ever just like
Yeah.
just licked. I mean, not spit, just licked it, and then rubbed it on there.
It's happened, but I don't like it.
Do you even,
I
It's a mood
understand.
killer,
do you
dude.
even know it's
Dude.
happening?
Oh,
Dude.
yeah.
Okay, look. Okay. I know it's happening, like, if little dryness is going on or whatever. I know it goes down there for a purpose, and that's to relubricate. Okay? But, there have been times in the mood where, he does some stuff like that, or, by accident he might drool. It's over. It's over.
Drool on accident, you're done.
Just like kissing and,
please.
saliva build up and, a little too wet.
So if I go down there to eat it and get it relubricated, and I come up and I got a slob hanging
It's over.
down.
It's over. I'm walking out.
We're revoking your pussy eating license. It's revoked.
I'm walking out.
I've said a lot of shit on this show. None of it really more embarrassing than what you just said.
No, what I
If
said
he
was-
accidentally drools on himself while we're
I
fucking,
didn't say on you. I didn't say on you.
She said on the pussy.
It
I did
doesn't
not.
matter.
I did not.
You
I
said if I drool.
on. I said if you drool, like as in if we're kissing and you're over salivating.
That's a nice way of saying slobbing.
Dude, since we're airing Roger's dirty laundry here, one of the most embarrassing moments is when we're really into it. We're really into it, and sometimes you can't feel it.
I gotta relubricate my mouth.
Sometimes you can't feel the shit on the end of your lip.
It'll be like a little dot of slob there.
Yeah, and
then when
I'm
you-
over salivating.
And then when you talk, it grabs your top lip, and there's just like a web there while you're
stop.
talking.
No, this
No.
it if I remember correctly, it dripped off and hit her cheek, and it was like you would have thought I was fucking her, and I said I have AIDS. I mean, it was like that bad.
It's
I
over.
got gag puke on me after fucking that, and it wasn't.
What
that
if he'd
big
have
a-
sweated on you?
Sweat doesn't bother me.
Damn. So, wow. I would think sweat
Not
would
bother
bother
me.
you worse than a little
No.
bit of a drool.
No. Spit.
Sweat is actually
Fucking
a
forget
turn
it.
on.
You
Both of guys
kissing?
are all sweaty and
Oh,
What
shit.
the fuck? You
yeah.
swapping loogies in?
I understand that, but there's only so much exchange going on there. If it's a little too much, it's over.
If it rains in the bedroom, she's.
See, I
not
don't know if
having
y'all
it.
have a problem, but when you do the eternal push-up, and I mean, like you're holding yourself up while you're fucking tagging it, and you got 300 pounds you're holding up, that fucking shit starts to drip once in a while, and I'm like, gotta shake it off and shit. Because you ain't stopping to wipe that motherfucker. You're just gonna fucking shaking
You
it
need
off.
one of those
Shit.
Olivia Newton-John headbands on and shit.
Yeah, you need one of the coolets, the little construction
Yeah.
do-rags. Okay, moving right along.
Yes, please.
We're going to go to break right now, and we're going to play a song by a local hip-hop artist. His name is Wake, and he's a Cincy MC who, in the past 7 years, went from being on the run, living in his car with $50 in his pocket and a trunk full of clothes, to being the owner of Cold Style Records. And in his first 4 months on, I'm guessing it's Reverb Nation, he climbed up the charts from number 690 to 43. So we're going to play one of his singles, and then we're going to discuss where he's going to be at this weekend. This is Hustler's Mentality by Wake.
I'm grinding
24/7 every day. I ain't letting nothing get in my way. I got a hustler's mentality. I'm making my heart get paid. 'Cause the love of money running my veins. I got a hustler's mentality. And I'm gon' pull any strings that I have to just to make that cash. I got a hustler's mentality. So if you don't like what I do and how I move, then you can kiss my ass. I got a hustler's mentality.
Patience, I ain't waiting. A good dog wakes up every day, paper chasing, no debate, not getting radio play. Fuck it, I got this. I'll start my own station. You live in a line, telling a fable. Fuck working for you, Wake runs his own label. Running the underground, signing your ass, the bus boy, turning the tables. I run like I've been to a Mercury Sable. 100,000 volts, burning the cables. It flows like a faucet, I'm breaking the manuals. Remember the name, legacy tames you, shames you. Major label rename you. I'm breaking the underground, whole fucking frame loose. Have you blackball, tell you to get fucked to your face. Or settle this with a smile and a handshake. Win never fold, still keep a weapon at my waist. Ain't in the hole, opposing get you nowhere like anchor weights in a pool. To my haters and the hatred you spew, I'm nothing but grateful. I can't even hate you. Got me grinding since grade school. I wanna take this moment aside just to say thank you.
I'm grinding 24/7 every day. I ain't letting nothing get in my way. I got a hustler's mentality. I'm making my heart get paid. 'Cause the love of money running my veins. I got a hustler's mentality. And I'm gon' pull any strings that I have to just to make that cash. I got a hustler's mentality. So if you don't like what I do and how I move, then you can kiss my ass. I got a hustler's mentality.
And I don't give a damn, and I never really had, but I gave it a chance. It's the evil inside that has made me this mad, and the pain I disguise that has made me this man. I'll be paid in advance, stop giving you a chance. Here's a close up of the back of my hand, size 11 and a half, Timberland in your ass. This the last time you ever asked me for cash. Low on my stacks, I ain't scared to go back. It's just nigga, I forgot I heard broke into crack. Go to rehab, make the dope things relax. Only if my people ain't eating, ladies relax. Lick the envelope, opposite place the address. Hustle white trash, won't even pay for a steak. If I was a rat, bitch, your motherfucking ass, I'll spend all night and all day in a cab. Hit the mic nice, let the club pay for my tab. Do what I love and kick it with my fans. Even when I thought I get paid at the end. I've been dirt broke, I ain't doing it again. If you don't like that or the fact that I rap, you can run your trap, but don't fuck with my stacks. You can take a dirt nap just after I slap the fucking hate out your gap. That's a hustler's mentality.
I'm grinding 24/7 every day. I ain't letting nothing get in my way. I got a hustler's mentality. I'm making my heart get paid. 'Cause the love of money running my veins. I got a hustler's mentality. And I'm gon' pull any strings that I have to just to make that cash. I got a hustler's mentality. So if you don't like what I do and how I move, then you can kiss my ass. I got a hustler's mentality. I'm grinding 24/7 every day. I ain't letting nothing get in my way. I got a hustler's mentality. I'm making my heart get paid. 'Cause the love of money running my veins. I got a hustler's mentality. And I'm gon' pull any strings that I have to just to make that cash. I got a hustler's mentality. So if you don't like what I do and how I move, then you can kiss my ass. I got a hustler's mentality.
That's Wake with Hustler's Mentality. He'll be performing this Friday night with T'Chapo. Playing this Friday, April the 1st, at the Sports Page. The address for the Sports Page, 453 Old State Route 74 in Batavia, I believe it is. If you need any more information, call 513-688-1009. 688-1009.
What's his name again?
His name's Wake.
Huh.
You know what? In all fairness, I mean, they said they would like that song played, but the other song I liked the other song.
I mean,
better.
this may come as a shock to some people, but I'm not the biggest hip hop fan in the world.
No way.
But that
What
was
the fuck?
that was pretty good. That was actually pretty good,
Dude, I was telling Rick today that a couple of the people that he's went after to get their stuff and kind of promote them or whatever, like it almost makes me think he should be like a music
Promotional.
yeah, like a manager or whatever, because like everything he's got it's been like good enough to be on any station.
Rappers don't rap music.
I could listen
Yeah.
to that again. I mean, several times. I think I actually kind of liked it. I thought it was
Yeah.
good.
I can definitely feel myself dancing to that in a club.
I personally liked the other one that he
I could
sent
see
better.
you dancing in the thong to that with me in the room and Roger at work.
Just don't spit.
Just don't do no slobbing.
don't spit.
I'll try not
For the
to
record,
drool.
my jizz is always in there. So you know what? That's That's my security system.
Yeah, that's another thing with Sarah. I mean, I don't pull out enough for there not to be some kind of remnant in there.
Well, now you don't have to pull out at all, right?
You
I
pull
don't
out?
have to, but sometimes she don't want to clean that shit up. So she's like, just
She don't want that shit coming out for days.
okay, fuck it. Go on my ass, Rick. Okay. You signed up for this shit. You signed up.
Open your mouth a little bit there?
I just want to say allegedly Sarah says that because, no one really knows that that's what she says.
Well,
We'll roll with that.
anyway, this Friday admission's going to be, if you're 18 to 20 years old, which I hope you do not go, it's $8. And if you're up over 21, it's $3. There's $3 mystery shots, $3 grape and cherry bombs, and $3 Long Islands, and $5 pitchers of beer, which is good. That's $5 pitchers of beer. That's pretty good.
Rock on.
Doors open at 9 o'clock.
That's a long-ass drive home.
Yeah, but Sarah's got us. Don't worry about it. I'm sure.
Yeah, man, if I can fit in
Love
the
you,
party
baby.
bars, I want to go.
He goes on at 10, and then there's an intermission, and then there'll be a DJ all night long. And at least one of the West Side Wise guys will be in attendance, so don't miss out.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to, arrange it so I can go.
Well, I would love to, but work calls.
I'm sure they don't close till 2:30.
It's a long,
Just saying.
fucking haul.
So anyway, what about this channel?
Yeah, I should probably just do it we could just do it off the air, but I was going to say that, if this guy's got this kind of music that's this well done, he should really think about, having his own channel. You know what I mean? Like, how when you go out and you're like, oh, you got to hear my shit, and it's like either you have to carry a CD with you or whatever. It seems to me like the next step would be go to somebody like me and tell them you want your own channel, and then whenever you're out and somebody says, oh, I want to hear your shit, you can just say, well, tune into this channel on your cell phone.
And I'm talking cheap. I mean, like, if you're kind of, hypothetically speaking, if you're used to living in your car, the trunk of your car with your clothes and $50,
we'll take your
and
last
now you
$50.
got your own label. We'll take, say, $25 of that a month, and you can have your own fucking channel, and we'll put whatever you want to play on it.
Yeah, there would be a startup cost or something like that, but
Small, very small.
But basically, you could get something like that rolling where every time you tune in, you either hear your shit or artists that paid you to have their shit on your channel. You know what I mean?
Which means that if
You
you
could
get
make
enough of your
money.
own peeps to get on your own channel, you won't have to pay for it. So-
Right.
Right.
So if you're interested in that, somebody, give us a shot at the email, wswgshow@gmail.com if you're interested, and we'll give you a little more details about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll make you your own channel if you want to just have 24 hours a day you breathing. I'll do that. I don't care.
Anybody know anybody that's been a victim of sexual harassment at work?
At work? No.
The guy at my job, I swear to
your
God, I just
house?
heard this today. He got fired for telling a lady in the office she had a nice ass. They fired him.
What if he
Really?
said
Today?
Really?
What if he
I
said?
heard about it today. It happened last week.
What if he
okay.
said you have a fit gluteus maximus?
Probably still
It's-
ass out.
yeah.
I don't see how.
It's just the technical terms.
It's just
for
like saying I
sexual
like your
harassment.
beard. I mean,
No, it's not.
why isn't it?
Because a beard isn't viewed as sexual.
Right.
And ass you shit out of it.
But it still turns
We
you
take
on, right?
pictures of
What if he said, "Hey, you
asses.
got a good old little dumper on you"?
Is there
turd cutter is nice.
is there a beard magazine where you see naked men with beards?
That
I
would be
don't fucking
Kentucky
know.
Monthly.
I think that would be Backwoods Illustrated.
I've never. The closest I've come to sexual harassment was Saturday night at your house when I was being berated to whip my ass out.
Nobody, you're not employed at my house, so it don't count.
Tasha, he's talking about you.
I got an example. Well, I don't have an example, but there's a couple older ladies at my work, being a little generous there, and like the driver and me, and we'll screw with them a lot and shit. But they come up saying the same type of shit.
I know, but at any point they
But
can
at any
stop.
point, they could just cut that shit off and say he's harassing me,
Right,
and then we're fucked.
right.
So I'm gonna stop talking shit.
it's so weird. It's so weird the dynamic there. Like you can't. You really can't say anything, you know, too risque. Like, I think the closest that I've ever come to even being remotely worried about it is like, you know, like I don't even tell people I like your shirt. You know what I mean? Because people freak out and take that shit the wrong way, like you're talking about my tits or something.
Yeah,
What
you gotta
about-
be careful with that kind of stuff. I worked with this one girl for a long time, and she used to say off the wall shit all the time. And she was the only girl that I ever felt comfortable with saying shit like that. And she fired one of us one time, was what started the whole thing. Because me and my friend was over talking to her, and she started to walk away, and he cracked something that laughed. And we started laughing about it. And she goes, "Well, what if I wanted anything from you? I just throw you up on that table right there and take it." You know, and she said that, you know, to us, and we were like, well, okay, well, she's probably pretty cool. When I worked with her for years,
but
after
she could
that.
tell the judge she was talking about your wallet.
Well, I felt violated and I felt dirty, so it would hold water
So it
in
was
court.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I told the boss he didn't have to give me a raise as long as I was working with Sheila.
But as far as like me firing out something like that at a girl, I would go nowhere near that. You know,
What about the reverse of that? I don't know if reverse is the right word, but there was a joke going around the office that one of the girls was having a pure romance party, and one of my managers was asking me if I was going as a joke, and I said no, I'm not going to go. I've gone to a billion of those things. I don't go anymore. And he goes, well, you know, why not? And I'm like, it's just not my thing anymore. And I said, well, you're going to go.
What he
You know?
actually wants to say in his mind is, Shannon, I want you to discuss rubber cocks with me.
Okay, no, that's not what happened. So anyway, I said, asked him the same question. I said, well, are you going to go? He goes, no. He said, that stuff's immoral. I got offended that he said that stuff was immoral. I mean, I have partaken in such parties. I've bought items from such parties. I own things from such parties. And he called me immoral.
I'd have kicked his ass right there in the fucking bank.
I mean, did you defend yourself and say, no, I'm not?
I did. I think it made him a little uncomfortable. And, I did it in a joking manner because it was all kind of in fun. And I don't know how serious he was about saying it was immoral, but I just told him, I said, that kind of
You're
offended
as
me.
serious as the demeanor that
No.
you evoke.
Yeah. Everybody's not like us.
Hey,
I'm totally aware.
I have a question.
I bet he bangs his old lady with a fucking strap on at night and just doesn't want to say anything. He just wants to say, oh, that's immoral.
I have a question. If you, let's say, because you work at a place where other contractors come in. If one of your ladies at the work says something to one of the contractors that comes into your place, is that sexual harassment at work?
Yes.
It is, but none of them will ever say anything. They'll go right along with it.
Because I've had that happen.
In a legal term, yeah, I would say that.
You think so?
It's legal. If she
Absolutely.
said, "Oh, nice cock," or something like that, it's technically sexual harassment. But no man in his right mind is ever going to.
But on the other hand,
But do you have? But because I don't work for the company, would I have a suit against the company that employs her, or would it be a civil thing against her?
It's still company.
could, yeah.
Because it's happening on the workplace.
But
property.
on the other hand, if you flip the script, if one of them contractors is harassing the secretary, most likely that's going to go undetected because you're not going to piss a customer off, which is bringing money in,
Right.
to say something to them about talking to your secretary.
I've actually been fairly sexually harassed in that regard. There was a chick that worked for a tile distributorship that I get my tile from, and I would go in and she would make and no matter what the no matter what the topic was, there would always be we can go in the back and get in the closet, or shit like that, or
and then Rick would come back with, you don't want to know this girl.
you should have seen her. You might have done her, but I would.
I'd have had to come back.
Let me
to
ask you this: would you press a sexual harassment suit? Say you go into a place to pick up some tile, and the guy goes, "You just look scrumptious."
The guy?
No.
Would you press a sexual harassment on him?
He might get knocked the fuck out.
No, because I'm a firm believer in the legal system is flooded with not. Look, am I offended? Yes, but am I going to lose sleep over that? Fuck no.
I'm not. I'm not.
Why would that
offended.
offend you?
I'm not offended.
Huh?
Why would that offend you?
Because I think I don't know. I mean, I find it offensive just because, I'm not gay.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
He may not know that, just like a woman may not know you're straight.
I know, but
I didn't know
think
for like 3 years.
I think. Fuck you. I guess I set myself up for that one, didn't I? No, but what I'm saying is, just because you're gay doesn't give you the authority to assume that anyone at any given time could be. You should respect those boundaries. I mean, the laws of nature state, man and woman get together because they procreate, and that's the norm, if you will. I'm not saying I would be offended if a man came on to me, but if I'm there and it's around other people, that can make you know what I mean? Like if it was just me and him and we're in the bathroom at a bar and he, cool. Because I don't have to get ridiculed by Rick Sunday morning over breakfast.
Getting hit on by the gay guy.
Because I got hit on by the gay guy. But if I'm at a workplace and there are other people around and he subjected me to the peer pressure that would, become after that, then I would have a little bit of problem with it. But I wouldn't be like legally going after the guy.
And that's the way I feel about it. I'm not going to go after you in court, man. But it's just cut and dry right there. No, dude, I like pussy.
See,
cut
me,
and dry.
I'd have had to say, nah, dude, I ain't gay. And you need to be glad I'm not gay, because the way I hit that shit, there'd be a lot of bow-legged sax swingers walking around.
So what if somebody that you worked with
That
saw
motherfucker
you?
might drop his pants in front of you.
So what if somebody you worked with saw you out somewhere, say at a restaurant or a club or whatever, and they made a move on you there? What is that considered?
It's away from the workplace.
Yeah, it's not in the workplace. So,
I mean, sexual harassment doesn't necessarily mean you're on the clock.
Yeah,
it can be. It can happen in a bar if you walk with some chick. Yeah, nice tits. Technically, she has a legal right to.
There's
take you
sexual
to court,
harassment every 42 nanoseconds in a bar.
Right, but let's say, one of my bosses, hits on me or, puts his hands on me or something outside of the workplace.
Sexual harassment.
It's sexual harassment, but don't you think that would then soon affect the workplace? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Not if he doesn't say anything there.
That would probably end up in the civil suit type thing. I don't know if you could sue the company for that.
No, you couldn't sue the company for
but you
sure,
could still
but you could get him
civil
fired.
suit. Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yes,
I think so.
Yes, his job would be on the line.
Yeah, because
absolutely.
he knew you worked there.
Right.
Yeah. If he didn't know, then I don't think. If he worked at if he was a manager at a different U.S. bank and never met you.
Excuse me.
What? There's all kinds of fucking banks in the United States. But anyway.
So my next question is, why in the fuck would you even think to put that on the show? Like, who's going to say yes to that?
What?
The next topic. Here, hold on.
Because he's trying to push the boundaries.
Let me read the next topic. This is what he thinks that we're going to discuss, and he's somehow going to become enlightened to the answer other than...
Fuck no.
No. Should fingering / rubbing people other than your partner be completely okay? We put our hands in plenty of dirty shit during a work day, and we wash our hands. So what's the problem with a little fingering or rubbing? Like because you lift cement all day, touching another woman's vagina must be okay.
I mean, if
like the drywallers are like, what would you rather me come home with, honey? Plaster of Paris on my hands or pussy juice? Like they're gonna say.
Why don't you explain the question?
It's like, would you rather me come home with pussy juice on my cock or on my fucking hands that I can just wash off?
Well, in that regard, yes. Don't
I'm pipe
dip.
dreaming here.
Your ass is still grass, though, man.
Either way.
Hold on. I mean, one might not get you divorced, but you're probably gonna be sleeping on the couch for a while.
A little bit. So anyway, we won't even discuss it then.
I mean, I'm just saying.
There's plenty of things I could say on the issue, but it's quite obvious of what 99.999% of the women are going to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck no.
I mean, is that something you want your wife coming home to? Like, hey, baby, I
got cock juice on my hand.
I got cock juice on my hand. Or I let somebody rub my pussy before they went home. They said they had a rough day at work.
You grab somebody's cock at work, babe? Okay.
No,
Wash your
I
hands.
said
You can touch
she
them.
let somebody rub her because they had a
We're
bad
not
day at
talking
work.
about that, though. I mean, you're trying to fucking twist it around.
I think I would be a.
But when you think about
Not
it,
at work.
I mean, you can just wash your hand. You're not fucking doing anything.
I mean, we played the game where everybody had to fucking put their junk in the box.
Junk in the box.
And I mean, I don't really have a problem with. This is the only time I'm going to side for the double standard for the women. That touching a penis is clearly not the same thing as touching a vagina. Because there's
Enlighten me. Why is that?
because there
you're just touching skin.
You're
whereas
just touching
there, you're getting
skin.
fluids on
Okay,
you.
you're just touching wet skin.
there's fluids though. Like if she has a cut on her finger and she touches dude's wang, she's probably not going to contract anything. But if you have a little nick in your finger and you fucking finger bang some random bitch who's got a disease, you just got that disease.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, if a frog had wings, it wouldn't bump his ass when it hopped either. You know, but what if? You
You can get a good look at a T-bone steak by sticking your head up a bull's ass.
I
Can we get
taking the disease, then the cleanliness part of it out of it. Is it morally okay? To do that?
Morally? Who's talking about morals on this show?
What if you put a
Wow.
finger cut on them?
It's still the same thing.
A water balloon.
I would. I mean, I don't want to know she did it, but I don't really care. I mean, I don't really care.
I'm the same way, man. Really, if I'm in a relationship, a little bit of flirting, so to speak, maybe that's a little extreme, but a little flirting is good. I think, a little touching, a little, hey, you look good tonight, girl. That kind of shit is healthy.
If I'm
but
at
it's
a party
not,
and I'm getting a lap dance and she's all leaning back and I just go like that and just give her a little rubby. I mean,
A
what?
little rubby.
What the fuck is wrong with that?
I mean, I'm not saying there's anything
Get your
wrong.
ass in trouble. That's what it is.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but the problem is men are aggressive. You know what I mean? And if you give a dude an inch, he's gonna take 6 miles.
Yeah, because you give into that, then what's next? It's like that doesn't do it for you anymore. Then what's next?
Yeah, that
Well,
might put it in.
That's the
their head
line
that
in
they
the
can
sand
do
right
what they
there.
want.
This is where you're allowed to party, and this is where you're not. That's just. I mean, and that line is different for a lot of different people. I know people that swing and they play all over that fucking line.
And let me reiterate something I said a long time ago. If you're not comfortable with your old lady doing something when she's partying, let her fucking know, and don't blame somebody she does it to.
Absolutely, she did it,
Yeah.
not that not the other motherfucker.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I have to go with the. I don't think it would be any different for me touching a chick's vagina through her pants or actually touching the vagina. I think you could still kind
It
of.
is the same
I would think,
I don't think so, man.
it's not the same, like.
because you're not touching.
I'm
it.
just saying you could still get a level of, erotic from
I'm
it.
saying,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying it would be fine for me. Yeah, I think if my girl would let me rub some girl's vagina through her pants and be cool with it,
Like I came home one
rock
time.
on. But I just don't think that the women are going to go
Like
for
I
it.
came home one time and told Sarah, like, "Hey, I ate her pussy through her jeans." She didn't care.
Yeah, because you
say
really
nothing.
didn't eat her pussy.
But
know.
you get them britches out of the way, and all hell going to break loose.
It's funny how denim can save a marriage.
Yeah,
Yes,
just a membrane of any material.
No.
No, because if
Bandex.
you lay saran wrap on
Yeah.
there, you still gonna get in some
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, you.
Would
I did it
spandex
to
count?
I did it to a dental dam, baby. I mean, what do you want? I don't think that's gonna save it.
I had somebody tell me they did the saran wrap pussy eat before.
I'm for that.
You think
kinda.
that would work?
yeah, it
I'm gonna
does.
try that one.
As long as you can still move the clit around,
I'm gonna test the
I mean,
saran wrap theory.
certainly it's got to be less intense for the chick.
It's probably just like you fucking without a rubber, fucking with a rubber.
Yeah,
It's
I would
probably
say.
that difference.
Yeah, I would agree. But yeah, I wouldn't care if she touched some dude's wang. I mean,
through the jeans, right?
no,
Like pulled it out,
yeah, I mean,
a little shaky.
I think you would be more upset that I was in a situation where a guy had his cock out versus me just touching it.
it depends on the situation. Like,
I'm in some shit here.
You opened up a can of worms there, buddy.
it depends. I'm not trying to be too technical here, but it depends on how it's being done. Like, if it's just you two in the corner and like it's very intimate, that's kind of not that.
If it's a jokey manner in front of everybody, type thing,
But if you're like, like if you just grab his junk and be like, "How you like that, motherfucker?"
I think
that's kind of funny,
So let's just posing for a picture like this.
No.
I think it depends on the person you're caught with too.
Yeah.
Because I've been over in the Skrizzlicious club, and I've been in the bathroom with another chick, and Sarah's popped open the door and seen some shit, but it was never. It was like. It was okay.
Yeah.
Because of who was in there with me.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in Club Skrizzlicious bathroom with some chicks, and it very much, when the door closes, I think everyone thinks, what the fuck are they doing? But really, it's just me standing there bullshitting while they pee.
Yeah, and you
don't get to see anything.
And you know what?
Because most of the chicks are kind of bigger,
So why do you want to watch some girl pee?
You're not watching them.
You're just going in there.
So then what's the point to go in?
Because you're just breaking the rule a little bit.
You're creating this fucking illusion that something's going on.
So you're creating the illusion that you're cheating on your wife by going into the bathroom with another woman.
Okay, but so what if you go? Wait a minute, wait. What if you go in the bathroom with your wife and another chick and another dude?
That doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
Then you can't move in the bathroom. Ain't nothing happening anyway.
I don't know about that because me, Rick, Sarah, and Tasha was in the bathroom.
If I didn't walk in there, then I'd have had a fucking problem. Like, why I ain't involved in this shit?
Nah,
Rick squeezed in.
So
later.
I involved myself.
When I see people do that, I don't think, oh my God, they're sneaking into this 4-foot bathroom 3 feet from their old lady to cheat. I just think, on some level, no matter what you can do, I think it's just nice to feel like you can get away with a certain amount of, insane, childish, nonsense behavior and have it not be affected. You know what I mean? Like I've personally been in the bathroom with one of your exes, and she pulled her pants completely down. I'm standing right there. You couldn't see nothing. They're so good at that shit. They got like a vagina
when they have
shield
tits like that. It covers everything.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. So it's like you're not doing anything, and
you hit the nail on the head, man. You're breaking the rules a little bit, and it is a turn on. It is a turn on.
But another thing, I've been in that same bathroom with 2 other chicks besides my wife, and I'm basically just in there watching what they're doing to each other.
Right. Yeah.
Is that cool though?
Well, it depends on who you ask. If you ask me, I want to know why I wasn't invited.
Me too.
But the thing is, it's like you just want to break some rules, because honestly, when you conform to everything, you really do kind of feel dead inside. You know what I mean? That's why people break rules. We break laws. We fight. Because sometimes when you fight, bicker, and scream and break rules, you
feel
get
more alive.
Yeah, you get a high from it in some way.
That's when I want to do you.
And then, in addition to that, on some level, I would say I would get off by being questioned, like, what were you doing in the bathroom? And first I'll fuck around like, don't you want to know?
Well, come here and I'll show you.
You know what I mean? But it's like,
you want to smell?
I don't have time. I don't have time to. You know what I mean?
You can make time if you really wanted that shit, and that's just the thing.
I mean, in the bathroom.
Right, I'm saying, like, you're saying, 3 feet from your wife. Well, everybody's so comfortable with everybody that would be the prime time to do it. Like, she ain't gonna think shit's going on in here, so that's when I'm gonna go do it.
What could you possibly get done in 45 seconds? You at least need to cheat for 1 minute for it to count. That's what I'm saying.
Bullshit.
Really? I'm with you on that. But
then you've cheated, and we'll talk about it later.
That's the
Saved
horn.
by the horn.
We're going to leave you with a replay of Wake's hustler mentality. See you next week on the West Side Wise Guys show.
I think we're
Later.
off. I think we're off the air.
We are?
I'm pretty sure we're off the air.
Not 9 yet.
It ain't.
Later.
see you.